Welcome to the next edition of Tea with Dr. V. It's my pleasure to hear from our Equity and Inclusion Director, David Rodriguez. Welcome, David.
Hello, it's great to be here.
Thank you. So, as many of our viewers know, the district adopted a racial equity policy and action plan back in 2021. Can you tell us what's been going on since we've adopted that policy?
There has been a lot of work that is connected to the policy and our action plan, work that we're very excited about. Some of this work includes adding student voice, hearing from parents, getting parents' feedback, student feedback. Other activities that include is also providing professional development to our staff around equity, inclusion, diversity. A lot of the work that we're very, very excited about. One thing that we've also included is the concept of scholars teams, which gives students an opportunity to also share how it's going on in the district, which is also connected to some of the work around the action plan. So lots of things going around.
Excellent. So one I know is we had like a community audit. Tell me a little bit about that.
So our equity leads, which includes over 30 plus certificated and classified staff, did a research project around the history of education around not only our community of Mount Vernon, but also across the state. It was a very enlightening and wonderful experience because it got not only some of our educators to learn about our community, but also it got them the opportunity to understand what the implications are in their teaching and what they do in the classrooms.
Yeah, and the history of our education here.
Correct.
So, one thing that interests me is tell me a little bit more about the scholars or students. What are we doing to maybe include student voice into our equity work?
I'm glad that you asked that because part of my passion is working with students. And this has given me the opportunity to work with secondary students in both of our middle schools and our high schools, to work with a diverse group of students and hear from them how they feel. How are they feeling coming into school? What are some of the things that they're super excited about? Or some of the things that brings concern to them that they also want to voice their opinion about and share with us so that we know what we can do differently if we need to look at maybe some changes in the system or just understanding how students are feeling, which is very important.
Excellent. One thing I remember hearing is that people have said, well, what do we mean by equity? And I think that the one I've always liked to describe is, when we talk about, like, for example, equality is giving every student a size 10 pair of shoes.
Correct.
Equity is really giving them the pair of shoes and maybe the kind of shoes they need that fit them to best meet their needs. So
Correct.
I've always enjoyed that. Yeah. Really, another thing is, accessing content for all students, especially our marginalized populations or our underrepresented students. Can you tell me a little bit more about maybe any initiatives we have going on to better meet those needs?
Some of the things, there's so many things that we can do to ensure that students have access to information and learning opportunities. One thing that I'm super excited about that actually impacts one of our marginalized populations, which is our migrant students, is bringing educators from Mexico to teach them about some of our students who are here that don't necessarily understand or know fully about their own culture and their own history. And bringing that experience to our students has been an incredible experience. We've got some great comments, not only from our students themselves, but also from their families that, wow, I can't believe that the district would do something like this for my children. It's just amazing.
Excellent. Well, thank you. And I think it's important. I know our board was really excited about hearing that, and I know we're looking forward to that coming this summer as well. So thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
That concludes our edition of Morning Tea with Dr. V. Thank you.